Hi, it's Olivia, and it's also spring. Happy spring. I'm very much a spring person. I do think it's my favorite season. I just love the renewal of everything. I feel like I'm coming out of like a winter slump in terms of my reading, so I'm just so excited to get back into reading a little bit more. So what better time than now to share with you the book haul for the month of April. So let's get started. So to start us out is actually the conclusion to the very electrifying Kingdom of Souls trilogy. This installment is Master of Souls by Rena Barron, and it's just, as I was saying, if you're like me and you're kind of coming out of a reading slump or anything like that, you're just wanting to really breeze through some books, I can think of few better things than to binge a trilogy that's just been completed. And I remember the excitement when book one was coming out, and I should also mention I really enjoy the cover design of these books. I don't know if it'll probably be kind of hard to see. Okay, yeah, that's not going to do much, but basically they all have this very similar thing where the background is like jet black, and then the center we got our main character with this really intricate background. It's just a very neat, very striking cover that goes with the kind of like electrifying dark magic that you find in this series. As it's a conclusion, I don't like to give too many details or spoilers, so I'll just leave you off with this good blurb on the back that says, "Full of dark magic and danger, I couldn't get enough." So this is a perfect time to get into this series if you haven't already, to kind of binge through it all and really see what this is all about. Next up, we're switching gears, a new genre. I love when we got a variety of genres. So we're diving into romance with Hot Dutch Daydream by Christy Boyce. This is also the companion novel to her other work, Hot British Boyfriend. And this is just that lighthearted, swoony romance. It's filled with travel. It's got all the summertime vibes, as that's when it takes place. And I don't know what this is. This is the paperback edition, and there's just something about a paperback romance that screams summer to me. I don't know. Spring is really just like a sneak peek of the summer that's right around the corner. But anyway, in this book, we follow our main character, Sage, who really has her plans kind of laid out for the summer. She has a mentorship opportunity abroad and how she's going to pay for it with a particular job. And she very much is the stick to the plan sort, and then the love interest is the spontaneous, flirty sort. So you know where this is going. You know the vibes. This is also great for fans of Elise Bryant and Jenna Evans Welch. So next up, we are shifting gears again with The Sharp Edge of Silence by Cameron Kelly Rosenblum. She is also the author of the book The Stepping Off Place. So heads up with this one, it does have trigger warnings for sexual assault, as this is a contemporary standalone that really explores toxic masculinity and its very sinister effects. And this is in the wake of a New England boarding school that has just had a sexual assault occur on campus. This is a very honest and unnerving and even thrilling story of courage. And as you'd imagine, this is going to be one of the more hard-hitting books, so definitely look out for this one. So next up, switching gears, I guess that's the theme of today's haul. It's a lot of different genres, which is wonderful. And so next up is Bianca Torre is Afraid of Everything by Justine Pichello-Winans. And this is actually a comedic murder mystery. It's very campy, it's very fun, and it's like very seriously laugh out loud funny. So we follow our anxious and non-binary protagonist, Bianca, who is an avid bird watcher and teams up with their friend to solve their neighbor's murder. But along the way, has to navigate a crush on a fellow birder and also try not to get murdered. And I have to read this blurb on the back because I love the sound of this one. "The cutest, most endearing book with gruesome murder you'll ever read. This book has everything: cults, murder, jujutsu, anime anxiety, gender feels, lesbian sheep, and like a lot of birds. Come for the stabbing, stay for the gay." Next up is a book that E. Lockhart has said, "I stayed up long into the night, trembling with dread," while reading. And that is The Lake House by award-winning author Sarah Beth Durst. So this is Yellow Jackets meets One of Us is Lying, and it's this new survival thriller. So this has all the makings of a great thriller. We've got three girls who are, of course, on an abandoned island, and they have to not only outwit but outlast this mysterious killer who's on the loose. So if you're interested in staying up a little later, maybe having a harder time going to sleep, You can maybe pick up this one. Next up, I have The Cherish by Patricia Ward, and this is a chilling contemporary horror with a supernatural twist. And I think what takes this up a notch in the creep factor is that there are these interstitial chapters that are told from a POV of an unknown character to kind of build the suspense throughout the story. There's something about this cover that really does scream contemporary horror. I can't really put my finger on it. I'm not good at describing it, but the style, the color scheme, and that's a very neat idea of having an unknown character POV. So if that interests you, definitely pick this one up. And last but certainly not least, and also changing gears once more genre-wise because that's the theme of this haul, we have a nonfiction with Money Out Loud by Berna Anat. So this is definitely for you if you've ever struggled with money and or have never really known where to start. And I think what separates this from any other type of maybe kind of financial development book is that Berna is hilarious and her financial advice and her style is far more accessible and engaging. I could just breeze through a couple of the pages here, but you could see, it's not like you're reading a thick, dense book. This is on the funny side. And let me read to you what it says at the beginning because you really get a good sense of the book. It says, "Wait, so no one taught you about money either? Let's figure this mess out together. In this illustrated, deeply unserious guide to money, Berna Anat, aka the financial hype woman, freaks out her immigrant parents by doing the unthinkable, talking about money loudly." And so what's also wonderful about this is that Berna comes from the perspective of a BIPOC woman who really understands being kind of at a loss or knowing what it's like to not really have a foundation for money. So she was really just good at capturing that kind of intro financial advice and making it very engaging. Okay, so that was this month's very multi-genre haul. Let me hold them up once more. I personally am someone who reads across genres all the time, so I love to see a haul that looks like this. I'm struggling to turn it around, but I would love to know your thoughts on any of these books, and of course, if you're interested in getting your hands on any of them, definitely feel free to check out the description below. It has all the links you need. You can also feel free to reach out to your local library, see if they have any or if you can request any. And I'd also love to know what you're reading. How's your year going? And I will see you in another video. Thank you for watching. Bye.